Welcome back to Field by Foreigns, and today we are going to give you 5 things we love about our Maserati MC. On the outside, there are just a few things that the MC gives you that you don't get on the other Maseratis. First, we're going to start here at this hood. The hood changes the game with this car. You get 3 air intakes, and you get one here, and then you get these 2 up here. And they are active, guys. They're not closed off. They're functioning. That's what's really cool about this. On top of that, the Maserati MC comes with a carbon fiber hood. You get an option to have it exposed, or you get an option to have it painted. This one here is painted. As you can see, we wrapped over it. But underneath, I'll show you guys the carbon fiber. Underneath, you got this massive weave carbon fiber, much bigger than what you get on most cars. Just look at the massive weave on this carbon fiber. The whole thing is carbon fiber. And when you feel it, it's probably the lightest hood you're gonna get on a sub-exotic car. So that's really cool. It really just adds to that wow factor when you get this thing. On the side here, this is probably the most exclusive part about this car and what changes the game with all the other ones. These are the Trofeo wheels, a $6,000 option to have these put on this car here. These here are a 20-inch Trofeo wheel. They look really good. They got that machine face and the black on the inside. Really just make this car stand out. Overall, this is probably the most exclusive part about this car. Like I said, they look great, they're amazing, and yeah, this is what separates it from any other Maserati, one big difference. So, on the side here, you get added body kits. These little vents right here, they're mesh, and here are mesh. What happens is, on the inside, air gets pushed into the wheel well and pushed out here just for that added active aero. Adds to the cool factor. We move up from the vents to the mirror. We get a very expensive option to have carbon fiber mirrors, carbon fiber door handles, and then we move along to the back. We get this big duckbill spoiler that is also in carbon fiber. It's not a molded one, it sticks on there, but it's also just another cool factor. You get that with this MC because you have to add to the exclusivity of this car already. Now, we move on to the back. As far as what this car is concerned, when you see this car, this right here is what I look at and I go, wow, there's definitely something different about this car. It is the whole back bumper here, that diffuser area. They take the exhaust pipes, they move them from the outside and push them in the middle. And by far, it just adds to this thing's aggressive look. It looks amazing. I love that about this car. And they don't give you those fake pipes. They give you that straight pipe all the way out. What you see is what you get, and I just think that's definitely what most supercars should get. I think that the Aston should have had that. I think the R8 should have that, and they gave it to the Maserati MC. Love that about this car. And they give you this exotic, kind of like Ferrari-esque look. When you move around here to the side, they give you aggressive vents here, and then it all follows through into the other side of the car. Just adds to that exciting factor and exclusivity of this car. So overall on the outside, all these features that you get with the Maserati MC just add to that wow factor, and it makes it look so much better than any other Granturismo you see out there, and we enjoy it in all of its glory. One of the features that we like about the car is when you move into it, you open up the door and right away you're hit with all the carbon fiber. You get a carbon fiber strip here, carbon fiber here, and all of this is partnered with that Italian leather, really good leather. And when you open up the door, you can smell it. If you got a new Maserati, you can smell that Italian leather that they put in this thing.
Oh, it stinks. Nice and good.
They can't let you forget that you're in an MC. You get the MC Sport line here in carbon fiber. They will not let you forget that. Just another cool factor, and like, dang, I got me a Maserati MC. We move inside the car a little further. We sit into our seat here, and right away, you're hit with what I think is the better of the steering wheels that we have in our fleet. The Maserati MC gives you this carbon fiber steering wheel. Up here, as you can see, they give you this stainless steel race line. Just adds to that, okay, that's crazy, it looks cool. Then you move down here to the side, carbon fiber, and you got your leather hand placement here. It just feels good. This is where they want you to put it. They put your thumbs here, and on the Ferraris, if you guys don't know, this is where they actually put the horn. So you're looking at a Ferrari steering wheel just without the horn buttons. We move on from the steering wheel, we move up to the paddle shifters. They give you the carbon fiber paddle shifters. They don't want you to forget which one's down and which one's up. So they tell you there, and overall they feel really good. When you drive this car, they feel great to kind of plug through them, and they give you that solid thumping sound. And they're not attached to the steering wheel, which makes it all that much better. When I drive the Jaguar, they kind of follow with the steering wheel. I don't like that. I like that they're placed into the steering column here, so you don't get lost in where you're at. Then we move on from the paddle shifters. We have carbon fiber here, carbon fiber accents that go in to your odometer, your speedometer area here. Looks really good. And then you follow on, you get a carbon fiber accent that leads you all the way to where you're set with, again, a Granturismo MC badge. They don't want you to forget it. If you get a good look here, you get a carbon fiber shift knob here with the Maserati on it. Overall, just feels really high quality when you grab it. You got the Maserati, feels amazing. Then you move down, you have even more carbon fiber in here. They just adds to the exotic, exciting factor of the car. This is what this car needs and what it deserves. So that's also a really great feature, is all these crazy accents that you get to make you feel like you're in an exotic car. One of the great features about the Maserati MC, or just the Maseratis in general, guys, not so exclusive, but it sounds amazing. Take a listen. Again, with the exhaust, you can make it go into what you could call a stealth mode, or you can put it in sport and really open this baby up, opens up the valves and turns it into a completely different beast. And we X-pipe this one, so it's not a stock exhaust. The stock sounds good, but obviously we like them loud, so we had to throw an X-pipe on this one. And it is the Larini X-pipe. Why you're probably watching this video is because you're interested in getting a Maserati MC. And now we're gonna start off. It's a very exclusive car. They only made so many of these. And this one in particular here is an MSRP starting at $170,000. You can find one used now if you find the right one. There's some imposters out there that'll confuse you, and a lot of people don't know what this car really is, but you can find one on Auto Trader for around $70,000. Really exclusive cars, super hard to find, with the production numbers of the MCs being in the United States around 700. That's not very many, and you have to take into account some people have probably put these into a ditch. If you've seen our channel, we put a Maserati in a ditch. They're dangerous when you take traction control off. Take it from me. So if you're looking for something as exclusive as this, you're probably looking at other exclusive options or exotic options. Things like the Audi R8 V8, the Aston Martin, the Lotus Evora, or the Ferrari 360. They're all really great options, and the 360 being this thing's big brother. Right here is just the down-tuned version, so totally up to you. Put it down in the comments what you would buy. We're going to talk about the comfortability. In a Maserati, you would think it can't be that comfortable, right? But it is. It's really comfortable. It's got an amazing suspension. This is the car we take out when we don't want to ride in the Aston Martin, the R8, or the Jaguar. You see us in the club, we'll be acting real nice. This one's really comfortable. We do have it lowered, and again, you would think, okay, that only adds to its roughness. It eats up bumps like it's nothing, guys. So we love that about this car. Super comfortable, and it's got even more great features for creature comforts. So now, we're back on the inside of this car. This is where things get really comfortable. Now, we like the seats. If you're a big guy and you go to the gym, you would probably like this car. But it would surprise you. You would think for a small exotic car, like most people think a Maserati would be, it really suits you well. We can sit in this thing. We're not super big dudes, but it really hugs you well. It doesn't roll your shoulders forward like most of the exotics. It's just super comfortable sitting inside the Maserati MC. So that's one thing we love about it. Now, and then you move into here, it's got 4 seats. As you can see, I'm back here. It's not the most legroom you can get, but when you have an exotic car, it's nice to have 4 seats. As you can see here, I'm not the tallest of all the guys in the world, but I still don't have the best legroom. If your buddy in front of you wants to give you some legroom, you can still sit back here pretty comfortable. And the back seats are also really comfortable. They're nice and plush and comfy. Like most exotics, you don't get any storage space. The Maserati gives you plenty of that. Back seats, you get cubbies on the inside, and you get a full trunk. As you can see here, I wouldn't say this trunk is big enough to fit like golf clubs in it, but definitely usable for your everyday life and moving about, backpacks and etc. that you're looking to just move around from place to place. Inside here, as you can see, I could probably fit in here, right? We always do the Peyton test. Can Peyton fit in the trunk? And we're not going to close this one. I'm in it comfortably. Oh, yeah, there it is. I'm inside the trunk. How this thing rides and driving it over a long period of time. It is really comfortable, especially as a driver. It's got really smooth steering. The seats are comfortable, like I said. Suspension's great. It's not a car that an exotic that you could find yourself riding down to the beach and being like, God, I can't wait to get out of this thing. You are like that in most cars, but this would just take away from that. How much longer is this trip gonna be? As long as you're in the front 2 seats. So overall, just really comfortable and easy to drive. So final notes, I gave it an A-.